or a go or whatever. Okay. All right. Final predictions here. Let's do. I don't even know if these add up. Shit. Okay, Jeremy, you ready?
Let's do it. Let's hear it.
So there are 48 minutes in an NBA game?
Mm-hmm.
Allegedly?
Allegedly.
Okay. I'm really going to try to get this accurate. So that's 240 minutes to divvy up. All right. Final predictions here. Brunson 40 minutes. No, sorry. I'll start with Hart. Hart 43. Brunson 40. Precious 40. DiVincenzo 36. Grimes 30. Hartenstein 26. Deuce 20. Sims 18. I'm gonna see if that adds up to something resembling 240 minutes right now.
You think Grimes is getting 30 minutes?
I think he's going to – maybe that's the one I need to drop down. I just like he's going to have to play him with DiVincenzo, don't you think?
Keep in mind that there is another game tomorrow.
I don't think he cares about that.
Doesn't matter.
I think he does a little bit. It's a question of if OG is playing.
Oh, I think OG's playing tomorrow.
Probably.
Okay, I'm 13 over, so I could cut some minutes, and I didn't even get any minutes for Flynn, which I think Benji had the right number. So you know what? I'm going to go 4 minutes for Flynn. I'm going to be inspired by you.
I would go under
4.
You don't think he's going to play at all?
4 minutes?
I think unless there's garbage time. My guess is
okay.
Sims is the 8th man. I don't think he's going to go to Flynn.
Okay, so I think we're live on YouTube. Is that what that link means? That's in the chat. You're live. Okay, great. Hi everybody. Welcome to our watch along. We've assembled quite the dream team here of Benji Riddles, Jeremy Cohen, and I'm here, so it's maybe not a dream team, but nightmare team. Speaking of nightmare teams, this is going to be an interesting game tonight. I think this is going to be the most interesting game of the season. Just gut feeling here. I have no idea what to expect.
Been some interesting games. The most interesting one of the season.
Most interesting
Just like
man
the
in
one,
the world.
Most creative.
the one where we look up afterwards and we're like, "What the fuck was that?"
Let me go get a Dos Equis.
You know what? I've been good. I haven't really started drinking until the second half of these games. I think I may have to go grab something now. Yeah. Okay. So let me take some of these minutes down. I need to amend. I gotta tell you, I feel pretty strongly Precious is giving us 40 minutes tonight. I really do. He's starting, and he's the backup.
How many did you say for Precious?
40.
John. 40.
40. I'm going on the fact that I don't think Hartenstein is he's going to push Hartenstein all the way.
Right. It's not crazy. It's not crazy. The question is, does he also play him at the 5?
I think he does. That's the point.
Or does he sub him out for, I don't know, Hart's going to play the 4 with him? So the question is, does he alternate with Josh Hart, who's definitely going to play 43 minutes? Or does he also play some 5, which means Jericho and Hartenstein both get lowered a little bit?
Yeah.
I think Sims is going to play some time.
He's definitely.
I have Sims for 18 minutes. Maybe I'll drop that to 12. Yeah, I'll drop that to 12.
Fair assessment.
And now, hold on. Now I need to drop another 10 minutes because these numbers are just too high. Grimes 30. We going over under that?
I'm going to go under by a little bit. I think he'll play close to 26, 28.
All right, let's go 26 for Grimes. I need to shave 6 more minutes off here.
Do 28 and then shave off 4 instead.
No, I shaved 26, and that shaved off 4 because I had him at 30. Now I'm shaving off 4 to 26.
I'm saying do 28 instead of 26.
But now I have to shave off 8
2?
somewhere. Okay, hold on.
Yeah.
Now I have 8 left
You
to
can
shave
start
off.
with Precious Achiuwa's 40 minutes.
Do you think Precious Achiuwa's going to play 40 minutes?
Begrudgingly. Okay, fine. Precious is going to be down to 35, and then I'll go DiVincenzo down to 33.
When are you going to talk?
It's a great question.
Talk right now, Benji.
Go ahead, Benji.
The question is Precious Achiuwa going to play 40 minutes? What do you think? Yes or no?
Yes.
Wow.
There you have it.
Smart kid.
There you
Children
have
of
it.
the future.
The kid knows what's up.
What are those thingies?
They're just waving flags. They're bugs, live human bugs waving flags.
I hope your son
Why
hates fun
are
as
they
much as I
live
do.
human bugs?
So DiVincenzo, for anybody wondering, has played 30 minutes or more 3 times this season. His season high is 37 and a half minutes. He's played 36 minutes, and then he's played 33 minutes, and then 30. So I think his number's getting up there. Benji, what do you think of this Hornets starting 5?
What do we got here? Missed the beginning. I was sending my son to bed. We got Nick Richards, who's solid center.
Yeah. We got
The other Martin brother.
the other Martin brother. We got Bridges, Brandon Miller, the rookie, and someone. PJ Washington.
Brandon Miller's kind of had an under the radar, I think, very impressive rookie campaign.
I completely agree.
And here's the thing, because their two kind of best players right now are a small forward and power forward, I assume Precious guards Bridges, which is like,
Well, that's interesting.
and Hart guards Miller. Who are they starting in the backcourt?
That's the thing. It's Miller and Nick Richards, I think. Unless you want to
No.
say Bridges is the shooting guard.
Oh, they have PJ. Oh my God,
Backcourt.
these guys are huge. Holy
They're
cow.
massive.
Oh, I didn't really appreciate what was going on here.
That's why, yeah.
Who's Brunson guard?
Dude, in Precious Achua's 9th game as a pro, when he was 21 years old, he played 35 minutes for Spo. Come on. He could do it. Easy.
We all could do it. I mean, most of us would die within the 28-minute mark, maybe 22. But we like for professional basketball players, I don't doubt that they could do it. It's not a matter of it's capable.
Hold on. Even this year, Precious has played a 30. Oh, wait. This the last game, Precious played 31 minutes. What am I talking about? He's capable.
That's
I'm just.
it's not a matter of can. He's an athlete. Of course he will.
All I can think of is
Wait,
what, Benji?
I guess Brunson guards Cody Martin. It's really the only option. Brunson guards Cody Martin. DiVincenzo guards Brandon Miller, who's not really going to post you.
What
And
about
then-
DiVincenzo starting DiVincenzo on Washington?
You
Is that a game?
could, but Washington can get in the paint and has a little nice jump hook. Like it's a little bit more of a threat inside than Brandon Miller, who's like more of just a straight shooter right now,
Okay.
mid range and beyond. Like, I'll be curious to see. I would think they put Hart on Washington and Precious on Bridges, but we'll see. Fascinating matchup.
Right? Word for a good one.
Here we
tonight,
go.
folks.
Let's see.
All right, let's see here.
Yep,
Hart's
Brunson
on
on
PJ.
Martin.
Okay.
Hart is on PJ. Yep, I got it.
Was on.
I got it right.
Okay. That's not an easy assignment for DiVincenzo.
Nope.
Or I mean,
He's a rookie. You just got to bait him into tough shots. He's not yet at the point where he can punish you inside, which is I think why they went this direction. So I don't think he's gonna like go off or anything, but we'll see.
John, you are one more Precious Achiuwa foul away from your 40-minute prediction just going on the.
he just got a foul? Oh Jesus.
Yes.
Okay. I should have put money on that.
Oh, that's interesting. That's a great defensive possession.
There you go.
Martin's gonna guard Brunson.
That's interesting too. I'm fascinated to see what Brunson's shot.
It's going to end in a lot of this. Like they passed the ball around for a while, and then it found Brunson at the top of the key in isolation. That's basically how that went.
It's good luck. Good drive.
Yep. Jalen Brunson, I think, 4th in the league in drives per game.
3rd or 4th. I looked at that the other day. Yeah. He's up there.
Yeah, that's what he'll do. He'll get to that little mid-range jumper, and he could shoot it over Jalen Brunson, that's for sure.
Okay.
That's all.
too easy.
That's good defense there by the Hornets.
And foul. What?
Like what's the mentality from the Hornets in this game? That's another curiosity.
Brunson was too upset with the refs to get up and get back, so that's what happened.
Listen, we needed to conserve energy in this game. Do we
Yeah.
not?
And it was also a really annoying no call that I'm not really sure. It was like a clear point A to point B situation.
There was contact on that drive.
This dude is nuts.
It's wild.
Ben, isn't it nice to have representation in the NBA? There aren't going to be many Jews, so we'll take what we can get.
Can you expound on that? Yeah.
What would you give for DiVincenzo to convert to Judaism so you guys could have full representation?
Not a
That would be
lot.
huge.
I mean, it's fine. We have Danny Avdia if we really needed it.
I'd give him a yarmulke if he wants one. That's about it.
Yeah.
He looks Italian.
We'll find a time to work with Devo to schedule the bris. It'll be fine.
Oh, God help. I don't know if it'll affect his balance.
We're off to a roaring start here.
Yeah, this is going to be like this. They extend the double this time. Now you kick quick, and you get this guy shooting again way off. Nope.
No,
JB, you can't.
Lucky
expend
it wasn't a block.
Yeah.
Travel.
Why did he back off him so much? I don't really understand that.
Alex.
Well, not a great start. Jalen Brunson's really annoyed with the refs.
That did not take long. Initial impressions, fellas?
Hornets have a lot of size. They got a couple easy buckets using it. Knicks are going to rely a lot on Jalen Brunson in isolation, and he has to score on them.
I just like the thought of how many shots Brunson is going to take in this game, and what they do. What do they do when he's off the court? I guess that's the better question.
Will he be off the court enough for them to realize that would be much of a question?
Man,
Sometimes, by the way, I find that these games where it's like you're the only scorer, kind of like the in the Mavs Knicks game when Kyrie had that. It's a really freeing kind of idea. Like there's no bad shot, and you know it going in.
oh, that's interesting.
So it works out sometimes. That's all I'll say. Kind of like Brunson in the first round of playoffs against Utah for a couple games there.
Oh yeah, that's a good call. That was a good one. All right, so we got a 9-5 game here. The Hornets leading the Knicks early. Well, that's good. ESPN's not having a good day for its website. It's not updating any stats. That's fantastic. But I think Brunson and DiVincenzo have taken all the shots so far. Does that sound right?
I believe that is correct, sir.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh, Jeremy, do you want to get in on this? What's your prediction for as long as Julius is out? Who do you think will have the second highest usage rate on the Knicks?
I would have thought it'd be OG.
Well, that could still be your answer because Julius.
Yeah, but
presumably,
no, I don't think it is. I don't think it's going to be. It's a great question though. I think it could be. Man, am I allowed to say another player that hasn't joined the Knicks yet? Because I feel like all right.
Well, you don't even have to say that. You don't even have to say
Bruce
player.
Brown.
You think it's going to be a player that is not here right now.
Yeah, I do. Bruce Brown,
Okay.
Malcolm Brogdon, fill in the blank. That's my answer.
Oh, I like that. That's a creative answer. I like that.
Thank you.
That is a good answer.
Hired a gun.
I do wonder about the whole like sense of urgency thing, but that what is the trade deadline? 10 days away. So like, I don't know.
You're gonna blink and we'll already be there.
We already are there. I feel like I blinked and we're here.
What were your answers?
I think I said DiVincenzo.
I said Deuce.
Okay. I feel good about my answer then.
Yeah, I don't think there are any bad answers. All right, so we're back here.
I think Jericho Sims would be a legitimate bad answer, to be honest.
It's some just bad.
Here we go. 2 feet. Uh-oh. Precious. Oh, Precious.
Precious is a dark horse answer for that question.
With a wild turnaround, too, that Tibbs definitely didn't like. Rebound.
Same team.
Okay.
Yeah. It's good defense.
Yeah.
Whoa. Amazing catch.
All right. Not a great night for Brunson to be off tonight. I mean, for as long as Julius is out, I don't know if Brunson can afford to be off any nights, and then they are in a game.
Wowie. Hello. That's the hope. That no matter how poorly you play, the Hornets will do a lot of things like that.
I mean, this is a team that has won. How many? There's something there. I did the math. They're like 2 or 3 and 20 something, or 4 and 20 something over the last however many games.
Yeah.
It's not great.
Very bad. They're very, very, very bad.
Yeah. They should not be this bad. Let's say that.
There you go. Nice.
Mother of God.
A lot of reasons that the Hornets are probably a bad team. I think the number one, though, is the fact that they're represented by Mr. Beast. Ever since he, had his logo on
Are
their
you not a fan?
jersey. No, I just, he's fine. We're just finding vague reasons they'd be bad that have nothing to do with actual basketball.
Jeremy, if Mr. Beast walked into
God,
my
that's
apartment
such a
right now,
horrible shot.
You wouldn't know who it is.
No, I have
No,
no
it's-
idea who he is. I mean, I know of him. He's an internet personality, I think.
No
He is.
hesitation is the name of the game, man.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Great move.
Okay.
feet work. He's here. Here he comes. We're in the lead, fellas.
Whatever it takes.
Nah, man. Martins can't always kill us. I'm sick of this.
I still think it's like the Morris brothers where they switch places depending
They
on when the
might.
opponent is there.
No, it's very annoying. He's a good little player. Like
They're
eighth
both
man.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh.
Well, we know which one's better because you referred to this one as the other Martin brother, Benji.
Hey,
Yeah.
Jessica. Hey, everybody watching here with us on Playback. by
Although,
the
in
way.
fairness, that's a good play, Isaiah.
Yeah.
In fairness, if you ever got out of Charlotte, he might look a lot better. Like the other one.
Yeah.
That's a good move.
Nice.
Very nice move. Okay. Tying it up, 12-12. A little bit of a ragtag game early. Some poor shot selection from the Hornets. Poor possessions overall by the Hornets, I would say. And it's been an adventure for the Knicks.
That is great defense.
Yeah.
Wasn't a travel. Ah.
That's a nice finish. He has some nice finishes, and then he has some not nice finishes. It's very
Always
strange.
left to right.
Yeah.
No, he's a really good finisher. I think his statistics have said he's an excellent finisher at the rim for his whole career. It's
Okay, here we go.
never-
Who's
never
coming
been a
in
good
for?
shooter anywhere else.
Tim's came in for Hartenstein.
For Hartenstein, okay. This is what I'm tracking. He's not playing a ton of minutes tonight, Hartenstein. There's no way.
I don't think so.
No. What's Jericho Sims' career high in a game that counted for the Knicks that mattered? Like ignoring the last 3 games of last season.
Well, when Obi missed time, he played minutes.
He played minutes, but I don't know that he ever played. Did he ever play like 20 minutes or more in a game that actually mattered?
Oh, good pass.
That was a great pass.
Good finish.
That's a nice finish.
They got 2 guys at the dunker spot. It's a little cramped out there.
Hey, it's the most efficient shot in basketball.
Oh, majestic rebounder.
Mm-hmm.
Crazy pass.
I know we're desperate for offense. I
Snip,
don't know
snap,
if-
snip, snap, snip, snap.
That's a dunk.
Thank you. All right, I'm glad you got it.
I got it. That's good. Oh God.
I just never heard of a snap in that sense.
Yeah.
I got
Snip,
snip.
snip was probably more appropriate.
Swing it!
Yeah.
Oh, Precious. Precious, you just
Ah,
missed a
nice.
wide open Devo.
Oh,
Go
put
dump
that back.
that, you sexy afro, you. It's a great take.
Yeah.
He's just going to keep shooting, though, Bridges, isn't he?
Is this how the Hornets have been playing, where they're just like kind of not worrying about getting the best shot on any given possession?
Oh, I called it foul.
Apologies to anybody watching. I have not been watching a ton of Hornets basketball, so if you were looking for some deep Hornets insights from your boy here, you might not get it.
Oh my God, it's Frank!
Mhm.
This is beautiful.
Frank on Brunson. Oh my God. You want to talk about crossing the streams?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
This
This is beautiful.
is
Oh,
wild.
look at him doubling. Oh, give me that, Queegee.
Oh, and Grimes also in. Okay. All right, so we got Grimes and DiVincenzo together.
Look at that. It's possible. They're not the same person. That's not good by Quentin.
No, and that's happened a little bit too much this year for my taste, where a little bit not physical enough to prevent the drive. Now, granted, that's hard because he's a much bigger guy, but
I don't mind I don't mind where he was. I mind going for the pump fake. But yeah, I guess he got him into the foul line area.
I think for as great as he is defending smaller guards and like basically anybody his size or shorter, his ability to defend up is more of a question mark.
I
for
agree.
me. Yeah.
And by the way, he's better against screens than he is in isolation, I think, too.
100. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Hornets in his zone, which means you're going to get a wide open wing three by your best shooter. Ah!
I mean, it's a good shot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a very, very aggressive closeout on him. Not lucky.
Yeah.
Come
Good
on,
defense
Cody.
by Sims, too,
Excellent.
in the post. Yeah.
Excellent. Good pass. Whoa.
Ooh,
Good
yeah.
pass. One more. Come on, Q. I'm not sure what Jericho was
Oh.
doing there.
Oh, goal time.
Yep. Okay.
Very weird play by Jericho, who basically closed out on him, on his own guy. But
I
an
love that you see
excellent,
these things.
but an excellent move by Grimes, who I love. Drive to score, right, John? I heard you say it on the post game. Drive to
Well,
score.
it's because you always say it.
Drive to score, baby.
Yeah.
Ish Smith forever.
So basically, what I'm gathering is that Precious is going to get the OG, or no, sorry, Precious is going to get the
Precious ain't coming
Randall
out.
role.
40
No,
minutes.
because Hart left early, so that means
Come on!
Ooh.
2 feet.
beautiful finish by Jalen Brunson through contact. That is touch.
Watch how he lands on the jump stop. And now he can play off two right there. Now he can pivot with either foot. As Stan Van Gundy said, the best he's ever seen from a small guard in the NBA playing off 2 feet.
What are you supposed to do with that if you're a defender?
To really be disciplined to never jump on a pump fake, first of all. Ever. Just put your hands up, especially because he's usually undersized.
But how
That's
do you
how
know
he
what's
get-
pump
that's
fake
how-
and what's
That's how he gets
not?
his and ones.
Yeah,
Well, you don't need to jump for a shot. In
You
other
don't need
words,
to jump for a
just
shot, yeah.
contest.
just contest.
That's the number one message.
Yep.
But what he does is amazing because he doesn't just get you up he doesn't just shoot after a pump fake. He'll pivot away towards the rim. It's crazy what he's able to do. Yo, this shot selection is bonkers.
Yeah.
Good drive. I love when he mixes it up.
Nice. All right. So amongst the starters, we're sitting here. It's 2:51 left in the first quarter in what is a fairly low scoring game. 20-19 Knicks. We've seen two subs off the bench, Sims coming in for Isaiah Hartenstein, and then Grimes coming in for Josh Hart. Jalen Brunson, Dante DiVincenzo, and Precious Achiuwa, making me look smart, are still in the game. Will the three of them play the entire first quarter? I guess here's the other question I wanted to ask you guys. Do you think we see minutes? And for anybody wondering, we have seen 11 such minutes of what I'm about to ask this season of Deuce and Brunson together. They've only been on the court together for 11 minutes this season in 9 games.
Yeah, I
Do
think so.
You think we see it tonight? Okay. Benji?
Deuce and Brunson together?
Yeah.
I'll say yes.
Okay.
But it would have to be against not that starting lineup. That's
No.
But when you get Ish Smith in the game and whatever. Yeah. Jeremy, I always like to ask you this when you're on.
Yes, sir.
What do you do if you're the Hornets? Like you do have. I think LaMelo's the real deal if he can stay healthy. I think that guy's really awesome. But what's the plan from here?
I think you have to start with moving Miles Bridges because I just don't see how there's a future here with him.
Yeah.
And moving him is going to be tough because he's got a no trade clause because he took the qualifying offer. So he can dictate wherever he goes. And I think that's
How many more years does he have?
This is his last year. He'll be an
Oh, he's
unrestricted
fine.
free agent this summer.
So you're not going to recoup much for him anyway because of his situation.
Exactly. So you get a second round pick, but
Right.
you at least get him off the books. I still feel like a place like Detroit makes a lot of sense for him. Hometown, they're eager to win. It's not going to cost a lot. Expiring money for
Does he
expiring
want to go
money.
there?
I think I don't know him personally, but I get the sense that he would. It's kind of like if you're Miles Bridges and you're looking for a place to restart your career with the domestic violence that you caused and the lack of success you've had in Charlotte. Like if I were looking for a new home, maybe would want to consider going home, like to my actual stomping grounds. Other than that, I think PJ Washington, good piece to have, probably better suited elsewhere. They've got new ownership, so they might be more comfortable just saying we've got 3 core pieces that we believe in: LaMelo, Miller, and Richards, and let's just keep building around there. And I think they have to keep going best player available. They can't be picky. They're talented. They've got a talented core, but there's just like they've been bad for so long. It's not easy for them.
I feel like Ball and Miller, and if you want to throw Mark Williams in there, that's fine too. Are like
Sorry, Williams, not Richards. Yeah.
Oh, so it's the three core pieces are Williams, Miller, and Ball.
right? Yeah, I think those are your 3.
Yeah, and that's a nice. It's
That's a nice 3.
It is.
Hard being big.
Yeah.
And what happens to Gordon Hayward?
I was
He'll
going
be
to bring
bought
this up. I thought the bird rights thing was interesting, didn't you, Jeremy? That he wants to keep, according to Mark Stein, wants to keep his bird rights. So he doesn't
I'm
really
sure
be bought
he
out.
does, but and maybe it's a good mentor for him to have. But I think they'll just waive him. Maybe
Oh, interesting. Okay.
You think it's
Lowry's interesting though. I feel like the Sixers are probably waiting for him to be bought out, and it's a nice rejection there. And if I'm Charlotte, it's like, well, why am I necessarily going to go through that path? I want to get at least a second round pick, and trade him somewhere that has expiring salary.
It's terrific defense by Precious too, who's been really good so far, except for there. That's interesting. You think there's any? Do you think I know there's been like stuff has been thrown out with Hayward and the Knicks. Is John, Jeremy, any?
It's
Possibility
dead unless
there?
there's a buyout.
Right, it has to be a buyout.
Yeah, that's the only.
But if they do buy him out, do you think the Knicks would look into it?
from a basketball fit perspective, I mean,
Certainly
You-
without Julius, it doesn't hurt.
I don't know if he really fits what they're building, though. I mean, he's a live body.
Well, it would
He's
just
got
be
the
a
size.
year. That doesn't have to be like.
No,
it would just, yeah.
I get it entirely, but also, it's just very difficult to find a player that makes sense for the Knicks that doesn't cost too much and that is a short-term replacement. You know, I mean, Hayward, is he injured? I don't even know what the status.
he's, I mean,
He's always injured, it seems,
Yeah.
but I don't know.
Right.
I don't know what it actually is right now. Right? How many games are you getting out of him?
yeah, that's the thing is like if the Knicks are going to bring someone in, I have to think it's going to be someone they're going to want to rely on.
Man, need an offensive board.
Yeah, they haven't. What have they gotten? Maybe one. I'll check right now.
You know, it's terrifying.
He's on the line.
Other than an offensive rebound. So, I was thinking about this.
Good
Let's
defense,
wait for,
Precious.
It's very good defense.
Good help. Shot.
So, Frank Ntilikina, of all the Knicks that are playing tonight, not a single one of them was here when he was here. That's how much turnover there's been.
That's wild.
Wow. They're just sending two straight up at him right now.
Great find.
Wow, nice
I figured out in
finish.
the call.
Hanging and banging.
There you go. Nice. He's playing really well so far.
When Precious has been on him, he's done an excellent job. And that's good defense by Sim, too. The problem is when Precious gotten switched off and it's like Grimes or DiVincenzo, you're in trouble.
Oh,
Come on, Precious, grab it. There you go.
Jeez.
Thank you, Charlotte, for being Charlotte.
Well, Deuce is in. Is Brunson going to come out for the last 33.6 seconds?
Let's see here. I mean, so 33 seconds aside, this is 3 starters in for the entire first quarter.
All right, Brunson's out.
Isn't this the first time Deuce has checked in, or did I miss this?
Come
It
on,
is.
grind. Oh, good block. You don't see his jump shot blocked very often.
No. And Hart's back in. I just saw that. Okay.
You should give this foul. You should give this foul. You should give this foul. Now.
Give the lucky. All right. So
It's not going to be easy, huh?
did you think it was going to be? I don't
Nope.
think any of us thought it was going to be easy. Through one quarter, the Knicks are up. That's good news. 26-25. I would describe that as a ragtag quarter of basketball. Knicks shot 44% from the field, 11-25. Only 2 of 11 from deep. I think if you're hopeful for a bit of a larger margin of victory for New York, I feel like a lot of those looks were good, right? A lot of those 11 looks were good. They just kind of missed.
Threes?
What'd you say, Benji? You cut out for a sec.
Talking about the Knicks threes?
Yeah.
I didn't think they were particularly open. No, there's a lot of deep threes by DiVincenzo. I don't
Deep. That's true.
think
Yeah.
it generated great 3-point shots. No. That was mostly Brunson off the dribble and DiVincenzo tough deep looks.
I might be grading on a curve because I'm kind of assuming these are the best threes they're going to get with Julius out.
Yeah.
But
that's the issue. Yeah.
and other numbers of note, not really anything. Nobody's scoring fast break points. This game has been a slog all the way through. Even though the Hornets do have 4 turnovers because they seem to like to kick the ball around. And then I guess the other number worth looking at is Jalen Brunson already 9 shots in 11 minutes and only 4 for 9. So hopefully that goes up. Feeling okay. Jeremy, your early feelings on the game?
Sluggish, but I'm really enjoying this fun content that we're seeing with PJ Washington and LaMelo Ball. I know this isn't quite your speed, John, but this is
What is the
enjoyable.
game here?
So PJ Washington has headphones on, and LaMelo is trying to say words. It's called the Whisper
Oh,
Challenge. And he
Okay.
has to guess what it is. And PJ did a pretty good job. As for the game itself, yeah, obviously sloppy. Feels like the Hornets have had better looks and just kind of coughed it away at certain points. I don't know if would you disagree, Benji?
No. Look, I think the Hornets size is going to be an issue. On the offensive end, that's how they're going to generate some points is by creating mismatches there, and they got that decently well with a couple turnovers mixed in. And for the Knicks, it's like, all right, they're going to send 2 to the top of the key on Brunson. What can we do to generate looks off of that? If the ball's just getting back to Brunson with 10 on the clock, that's a bad sign, right? Like you want to. The advantage is there when they send 2. Are we actually creating a shot out of it, or are we just moving the ball around until it gets back to Brunson to do it all over again? That's something to keep an eye on throughout the rest.
Benji, unplug your mic and plug it back in. It sounds like you're underwater. Okay. So we start the second quarter here with a
Ooh.
whoa!
Nice alley-oop.
Whoa! How you doing? Who threw that? That was Deuce? Very, very nice.
Any better?
Yeah,
There we
much better.
Oh, sorry. Okay, cool. Man, I really gave some brilliant analysis that nobody heard. What a shame.
No, we
I'm joking.
we got the gist of it. We got the gist of it. Very nice pass by Deuce. Maybe
That's-
Deuce just has a connection with all of our backup centers.
Hello.
What? No, they hit off of. At least I thought it hit off PJ
I
Washington.
guess Hart's not arguing.
I didn't see the full play because I was plugging in my mic, but that probably was the old Obi play they used to run out of timeouts, especially to start the second quarter, where he fakes a down screen and goes for the lob. But I have to see it again.
Unless I'm mistaken, I do not think DiVincenzo has come out of the game yet.
He's
Nope.
not.
You may have way underestimated his minutes.
Yeah, I wasn't. He was
Right.
the one I was looking at. I was like,
You see Miller's game is like get to that spot mid range, just rise up over. That's what he does. Now,
That's
the
a
nice
tough
thing is if you could put length on him, which if the Knicks were fully healthy, they certainly could.
on Miller.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wide open.
Push, push, push.
Keep the ball moving.
Great pass there. Oh, man.
These shots are.
DiVincenzo certainly understands the assignment. He's getting shit
does.
shots up, man. Ah! Lucky boys.
Yeah. I mean, listen. That's why, like, low key, this game is very important because there's no other patsies between now and the All-Star break. You know, and that's like, look, we're being presumptuous that Julius is going to be back after the All-Star break. That would be a miracle at this, I think.
Good move there, Josh.
Let me ask, given what we're seeing so far, offensively, how much easier do you think their life would be if OG was in this game?
I don't know how to judge it. I don't know how to like put a percentage on it, but I don't know. 10% easier.
Okay. No, it's
Like
it's-
I think his size allows him to be kind of closeout proof. And you look at like the number of corner threes he gets off, like it's partially because he's really big. So like closing out to him, he can get it off. So like just like these, some of the shots that Hart's passing up, he gets up, right? And then the drives have been really impressive from OG. It's been a huge piece of this for him,
yes.
and his ability to get to the rim. So that would help too.
It's also just having a live body out there. You could cycle players out a little bit more, maybe rest them a bit. Like I feel like DiVincenzo's last shot was
tired.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I think that all sounds right. I'm thinking about
Let's go!
Oh,
what a
good rebound.
Great move.
That was a great assist by Grimes.
Quentin Grimes has never made one of those crazy dunks, but I like that he goes for it sometimes.
I mean, that was a worthwhile try.
Yeah.
And a great block.
Let's go. Make a run.
Push the pace. I like it. Okay.
Look at that.
There it is.
Right hand.
Right hand.
I was worried they were going to call a push off on that.
They never call that.
No.
Especially if the defender's moving a little bit. They'll let you do whatever you want. That's like that little bump Euro. Let's see what he extends here. It was more of a shoulder, I think. But I had the same thought, Jeremy. I was like, uh-oh.
Yeah.
But like against this team, I mean, I don't know where they rank in transition defense. Like I cannot imagine they rank very highly.
Well, they're 30th in defense.
Okay, so they're probably not very good in transition defense.
Which honestly, like, for
Actually,
Clifford-
first in transition defense. The worst ever half-court defense you've seen.
Hold on. Now I'm gonna look it up. You keep talking.
I have to say, for a Clifford team, that's pretty surprising.
It's a lot of the shit that
Usually-
we're seeing tonight. For a
He
Clippers
usually
team.
will get you, to at least get the principles down. So you're giving up the right shots. Doesn't look like it's translating this year.
Yeah,
Benji,
I mean,
you brought up an interesting point before with like the Hornets and where they go from there.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. There's going to be a new GM, I would imagine, right? And then because it's a new ownership, they want to install their own people, and they get a new GM. They probably get a new head coach because maybe they just go in a different direction that way. But also, they always like every front office wants to put their own stamp on that team, and I just wonder if I know you're talking about Clifford in terms of their defense, but I'm thinking personnel wise, if they overhaul it more than just those three players, like maybe they don't have LaMelo Ball long term, maybe they get an upgrade on center, maybe they do more, but it just the sheer amount of changes, but the coaching factor kind of made that pop into my head again.
Yeah, and I know that the draft is whatever, like everyone's saying it's not very good, but if they get a top 3 pick, like
it does
what
seem
is that?
to be a bad draft. By the way,
What-
they are not as atrocious in transition defense as you would think. So a lot of this must be coming in the half court.
Yeah.
What does that mean though for like those 3 guys? Like if they feel like they have another building block, and you can set back the timeline a little bit before you pay LaMelo, maybe let someone else pay him.
They already
Right?
did.
He's already. Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry, he's already
extended.
extended. Got it. Max, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's wild.
But they have time before paying Miller 3 years, and they've
Is it
got
the most losses prior to a max in history?
That's a good question.
Hmm. probably not.
I wonder what Wiggins, because there were some lean years in Minnesota before they paid him.
You know who's going to get the record? Is probably Cade Cunningham.
Oh my god!
I
Is he gonna
don't
get
know.
a
Although
max?
I don't think
he
you
missed,
could max
he
him.
missed so much time last season. I think he could. I still think he could.
I bet because Benji has me fucking hooked because I'm the same level of degenerate as him, and I've been watching these fucking games with this team.
Big Pat.
Love it. They might be better without Cade, and that may be sacrilegious to say. It's not pretty.
Wait a
Like,
minute!
I
I
didn't
didn't say that.
I've seen the win disparity.
That a boy, Jericho.
I think if they had a head coach that actually wanted to coach the team, he'd do a better job.
Sure, absolutely.
And I think that's a huge factor.
I'm telling you, they're solid.
Why are we talking about the Pistons? All right, it's 34-29 Knicks. That's
Someone
nice.
actually put pressure. That a boy. All right, fine, good. Challenge it maybe, but I'm fine.
It's a nice.
You can't take see what Grimes and McBride are doing there was one dribble at a time and then kick to the other guy. Until you actually put pressure on defense, it's not gonna generate anything. You gotta actually get into the gap, which Deuce did there, and I think he might be on the line. Can we go look at that again prior to the gather? It's an and one, so it's worthwhile challenge if it's a 3-point swing.
I think they are challenging.
Yeah, I'm not surprised.
Good.
You get because if it's an and one, it's actually a legit 3-point swing. Might not get another one of those in the game. And a reminder that it's on the gather. He has to be over the line and set when Deuce gathers the basketball, which I
didn't realize that that's the rule.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's a good call.
Because all rules favor the offense as much as possible.
Here, I guess my thing with what is this game? Match the mascot? What are they matching?
ACC night. That's true.
Oh, they're saying what the school is to the mascot.
It's a sad situation in Charlotte, man. It's just.
Why would that not be Georgia Tech? It's got GT written and it's obviously Georgia Tech.
Well, I don't know if the caliber of.
Are there a bunch of Knicks fans in that?
He's wearing an ACC shirt. That's Eastern Carolina.
I see. I didn't know that. That's what I would have guessed.
I'm wrong. I don't know it. I don't know
East
ACC.
Carolina.
They do have a pirate that is purple. That.
I mean, I know what kind of bird
Tech?
that is. It's an
Hokies?
eagle.
Or is that Boston College? Okay.
What did he win?
Boston College, right down the block from where my in-laws live.
Oh, nice.
Brookline?
It's like, but it's like Newton adjacent.
Yeah.
I wonder if Steve Mills is involved in the Mills Automotive Group. Maybe he set that up, that little game.
All right. David's saying
What about
ECU
Patty Mills?
is the Pirates. That looked like a pirate, did it not? That middle one was a pirate.
It looked like a Cavalier to me.
I think Patty Mills is
That
in the
should be-
Mills.
Cavalier, pirate,
Is Steve Patty's dad?
Steve Patty Mills?
Anyway,
They got me on the horse. You know what? I feel like I gotta talk to both Andrew and John. You guys got me on the worst games. You always put me on these
me?
seller games. I got
Don't
the
blame
Wizards.
me.
I get the Hornets. I get the freaking worst teams in the league every time, and I go a little baddie.
Hold on. So they lost the freaking challenge. That's great. Don't blame me. That's Andrew. Andrew does all the scheduling. GMAC. It's not GMJCM.
Meek's dad. Could be Meek's dad.
Anyway,
General's grandson.
wait, what?
General Mills.
Not good. Oh man, Big Pat. Love seeing Big Pat.
That's a shame. I thought they were gonna win that. Didn't I sound so confident?
You
did.
sold me. You sold me.
That sucks.
It's okay.
Good D there, DD. Oh yeah, Jericho. Get aggressive on the blitz.
I mean, this is an outstanding defensive lineup they have in there.
There you go, John. A little too
But-
deep.
I just I'd like a little bit more there. That's all.
John, they're cutting into prime Precious Achua
Wow.
minutes.
DiVincenzo sat for like 1 minute.
This is not looking good.
How DiVincenzo
What?
sat
Oh
for?
my God.
No, it's on them. No, what'd they call?
Offensive foul.
I didn't even realize DiVincenzo sat. I missed that.
I think you did for a minute. No, did I make that up? They were on a nice little run there.
Yeah,
and now
no.
it got stopped.
Yeah, Alex, I get that Grimes' numbers defensively are good. It's because he's a good defensive player. I'm just
Bad
saying
shot.
this specific thing, it leaves a little bit for me to be desired.
John wants him traded.
John wants him dead.
Jesus Christ. We're on YouTube. Come on. Make this.
Come on, Quentin. Give me something.
And for what it's worth, I think he's been outstanding lately.
Yeah,
Quentin
he's
Grimes.
having a bad game,
He's having a rough game.
which we cannot afford in this current circumstances. Yeah.
John wants Grimes circumcised. That's really my plot. Just get every
Jaime Jaquez, you piece of trash.
So you want Grimes cut?
I want Jaime Jaquez cut. That's what I want.
More like Heine Jaquez.
He's such a fucking perfect fit there. It's disgusting for all the right and wrong reasons.
Well, that's good defense, Jericho. Really good rim protection, man.
Excellent.
He is obviously, I mean, it's a great pick. There's no, I would just say like him, Duncan Robinson, Tyler Hero, as DJ likes to say, it's a lot of scabs to pick at for an offense.
Oh, good read.
Yeah.
He was going to
make an old.
Yeah, he was going to miss some shots at some point. He's not like a 58% 3-point shooter.
Ooh, 215.
Yes, GMAC, you heard me correctly.
Listen, Randall means a lot to their 3-point offense. He creates really good ones. I mean, the Knicks have missed some good looks, to be fair. That's good defense. There you go, John.
Phenomenal. I mean, their defense tonight has been as good as you could want.
Oh, man, Brunson took a long rest, I'll tell you. Whoa, Jericho, what are you doing?
I would just
Man-
like to add, we're seeing Brunson deuce minutes.
The man
Oh, yeah.
temporarily lost his mind. Jericho just lost his mind. He might be taken out immediately now. Precious, here you come.
They gave up this lead because he sat Precious for too long. You guys know that, right?
He also hasn't put Hartenstein back on in a long rest.
Well, that I feel smart about, that he was not going to go
He's
from...
on a limit.
Yeah.
He's on an unofficial limit. And he doesn't look the same. He does not moving as well.
No, they got to be careful with that. All right, let's reset here. It is 34-34. I don't think either. I think the biggest lead of the game was the Knicks when they were just up by 5. Right. I mean, this has been a tight game throughout. The Knicks, I think Mike Breen just kind of alluded to it, are shooting from deep in this game. Of course, my phone is okay. Are shooting from deep in this game 2 of 15. So that's not great. And DiVincenzo has both of the makes.
Yeah, and Grimes and Deuce have gotten a couple of really good looks. So need those guys to make some shots. Those are the other two shooters we have. And it's going to be tough for Brunson to get off-ball looks.
I mean,
He sat Brunson a long time, and my feeling is he will not do that in the second half.
No.
That was like a preparatory, this is your rest for the night, Jalen, kind of
they
thing.
sat him 6 minutes, right? So you figure, okay, depending on game situation, maybe he could fit a minute and a half to 2 minutes of Brunson on the bench at some point in the second half of this game, and there's your 40 minutes.
That's it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Unless his injury is like needs to be managed more than we think.
Whose?
Jalen Brunson's.
What injury does it? The injuries that kept him out a few games? That's interesting. I honestly hadn't even thought about that recently.
What was it? What was the injury listed as?
I don't.
When
frankly,
Brunson was banged up. Anybody remember? I don't remember.
I don't remember.
It was a lower leg injury, wasn't it?
Hornets in his zone again. And why not? You have Precious Achua and Josh Hart spacing.
Corner specialists.
And you get that anyway. Ah!
He's had good looks tonight. I mean,
Yeah.
good looks for him. Tough looks for most
Yeah.
people, but good looks for him.
Nice little extra dribble. Oh, it's an offensive goaltend. Our ball.
Yeah.
Okay.
They do so many dumb things over the
That's
course
incredible.
of the game.
I mean, Should I be mad at like the Knicks offense tonight? I feel like they're doing what they could do. Am I being too kind?
I think they've missed good looks. Yeah. I'm not too dismayed.
Who would you be mad at specifically?
Oh, I that's the thing is I don't know. I think they're doing what they could do.
RJ.
always RJ.
Move. Let's go. That's where the offense is going to come from, baby.
We are so back.
I heart mid post jam.
That's it.
Cook.
Hey, listen, Ewing's in the building. That was Big Pat right there.
Cook. Yeah.
Who was that? I don't even know who that
Nick
is.
Smith.
Oh, their second-year player, I think.
Nick
Nick
Smith
Smith
Jr.
Jr.?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
He could shoot it. That's what he's in there for.
Yeah. I'm sure Hornets fans are thrilled that he's not playing very many minutes.
Oh, yeah. Take him. Ooh. Let him cook.
Okay.
On one
Listen.
Achilles.
Whatever it takes.
Achilles' last stand.
Oh, my God.
Ha. Yeah. Push off. Reach.
So Sims is the leading bench scorer so far in this game. He has 6 points. Grimes has that has 2, and then McBride did not score. Oh, good trivia.
This goes back.
Last Knick to play every game in back-to-back seasons.
What? He hasn't played. He just missed a game.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
broke
they're
streak.
saying
Yeah.
What? They're saying that's when the streak ended at 125?
Yes.
Okay.
Here's the question. Do you need to go back to the 90s or every game in back-to-back seasons? Mace wasn't here for that. Mace was only here for 4 years.
Good closeout. Board. That's it.
Man. Jeremy, you think we have to go back further than the 90s?
Yeah.
I mean, Oakley had to have done it at one point.
You think so?
Without looking it up, I'm going to guess Oakley did it at one point. I don't know if he's the last one to do it, but I would guess that he did it at one point. But I feel like someone more recently did it.
Well, it couldn't have been that recent because the only two guys to play even one full season
Ooh. No, not like
was
recent
just
recent,
right,
like
but like Justin Holiday
2000s
and Bobby
maybe.
Portis. I think Portis might have done it, but maybe not.
He was only here for 1 year.
I know. I'm saying just the guys who played even one season
Oh, okay.
the whole way, and that was probably because of COVID. I think that shortened season.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's loading up on him.
Yeah. I mean, as they should.
Oh my goodness. This
Oof.
is just not good offense.
No. And this is the worry with
Woo!
Julius. I don't know how they're going to score. I mean, this is the worst defense in the league, and they have 38 points. Granted, without OG, but still.
And Randall.
I'm just saying until Randall comes back, like how are they gonna score? Like
And teams are gonna play it like this. They're gonna basically have two up on the ball on Brunson and ask anybody else to do anything.
yeah.
And the question is, do you have to opt into more? I mean, Grimes hasn't made a shot tonight, but do you have to opt into more? Right now, they have 3 non-shooters in the starting lineup. If you consider Josh Hart a non-shooter.
I think we have to.
So that is a problem. So do you have to opt into more Grimes, who hasn't made a shot, but theoretically.
Yeah, I mean, so Grimes came in for Hart midway through the first, or actually like 7 to 8 minutes into the game. Kind of a long stint, I guess. This is why I thought there was maybe some thought to get to starting Grimes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe he mixes and matches and he goes. Maybe OG Anunoby being back will change things. Because
I mean,
yeah,
it'll definitely change. It's also like Brunson's going to be better in the second half. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, no, it's been a. I mean, Brunson. It's weird. He hasn't made a three. He only taken 2 threes, and he's missed both of them.
Yep.
I mean, luckily the Hornets aren't exactly batting down the doors from deep either. They're 4 of 15. So the two teams combined are 6 of 32 from long range. It's not great. That's quite an outfit. That's a Clyde outfit.
It's
All right.
Probably, Mike.
We're back. It's 41-38
Yeah.
Hornets, 2
And
and a half.
he did go back to Grimes. And Hartenstein's out. There's your 3.
oh,
Okie dokie. Big shot.
Look, man, they're playing a very simple 2-3 zone. You're gonna have threes anywhere you want it. A couple of ball rotations.
So this is certainly the first
Brunson!
time.
Nick
Yeah.
Richards!
Very nice.
He does it to the Hornets every freaking time. All the stupid teams.
Laid out.
It's so stupid. Oh, it's fantastic.
hey, XJ's here. Welcome, XJ.
I think Nick
Hey,
Richards.
XJ.
I think he might be a 2-time offender. I got to look at my thread. Here he comes, John.
Okay, here it comes. Come on, a little flurry right here. Let's go.
He will have more of it.
Come on.
Look at you, Precious Achua.
I can't believe he hasn't played more. He was.
Oh no,
Great pass.
you
to
are
let you know.
absolutely good for one Josh Hart transition turnover a game. That is not
that
a
was
good
a
shot.
bad shot. Oh,
Just
my
a bad
God.
shot.
Has he ever done that before?
Bad decision. Bad shot.
Yeah.
Very rarely.
It's been a while.
Precious'
Oh,
defense
nice.
has been
Yes, Precious.
absurd.
Awesome game from him.
Why? That's a great save. Holy cow. Whoa!
Hey, there it is. Okay.
That's how they draw it up, baby.
All right.
Throwing the ball all over the place.
Nice little 8-0 run here for the Knicks. Let's keep it going until halftime. Come on. I like this lineup.
Dude, Precious is everywhere. Close out. Rebound. Ay, ay, ay.
That's okay.
Look at you.
That's
Awesome. You got so much defensive speed on this line. I mean, they're super small. So you have to really you're risking it on the glass, and we've seen that already. But I have to think this is a lineup he will, if this game is close late, this is a lineup he will go back to.
Don't reach, Josh. They didn't call
Okay,
that.
all right. 2 for 1 here. This is a good 2 for 1 opportunity. You don't have to compromise anything.
You know who knows it? That guy. Ah!
Could have worked it a little bit more for something better, but that's fine. Not bad. Never.
I
a
think
bad.
he went for the 2 for 1. That's why.
Yeah, but I'm saying I wonder if you had a little bit more lead. Well, there's 11-second difference now, so yeah, you want to get a good quality shot at the end of the half.
Oh, it's a
Maybe
moving
that was the
screen.
shot.
Come on. Stop letting offenses do anything they want. All right. Go up 6.
Come on. Ooh. Okay, that's all right.
Good luck.
Good luck. Good
Oh,
close.
he's
to the half.
tired. He is exhausted.
I mean, so he played, I think he played 20 minutes in that half. Yeah, so that half, final totals, Hart 20 minutes, DiVincenzo 20 minutes, Brunson 18, Achua 17, right on target for my final tally of 35.
And by the way, Achua deserved them.
He absolutely did. I think reasons for hope. Obviously, they're up by 3. DiVincenzo only 3 and 9 from deep. The Knicks as a team only 4 of 21 from deep, and Brunson 13 points, but it took him 13 shots. That ratio will go up. Thoughts before we get to the half?
I'm just fascinated by this Josh Hart conversation. Okay.
There we go.
Not many.
Let's get him in the second half. Is that your thought?
You know, make a couple more shots. Defense was
Mhm.
really good. Precious was particularly excellent on the defensive end. Brunson's going to have a big second half fight, I guess. That's it.
Okay. Well said. All right, so we will be back in about.
Oh, we don't break. We don't break for halftime anymore, says G-Mac.
We don't. Well, I have to break for halftime because I got to go do a halftime Zoom. So you guys have fun hanging out here, and I will be back shortly.
Benji, if you need to go do child stuff,
yeah, and I have to eat something. You can take it for a bit.
I got it. Yeah,
you're the man, Jeremy. Thanks, buddy. I'll be right back.
Of course, friend. All right, here we are at halftime. About to see some fun. Be able to do this. Oh wow, let's Knicks save. All right, let's start this. Are the Knicks saving a roster spot for trade deadline? Dirty Dancer asks. We could do a little bit a preview of cream, pre-cream, if you will. I would say no, probably not. I think that from a financial perspective, they are able to just be fine in terms of just like if they keep that roster spot open, one of them at least, they can bide their time 14 days without having to fill up that spot potentially, depending on how many players they have. It's really every day that elapses, a prorated contract gets less and less for the minimum. So that could also be a reason why, yes, they could absolutely have 15 players by the trade deadline and hold on to all of them, but there's a sneaking suspicion that, and we'll know more, of course, at the deadline, but that they're just going to try to change up the financial situation a bit. So it was a great question, though. Jessica, do you celebrate Tu B'Shvat, Jeremy? I had a Mandarin, so sure, yes, but it's a great holiday. It's actually one of my favorites because you just get to eat fruits and celebrate the trees. Why wouldn't you want to? So yeah, I gotta love those trees. Yes, yeah, actually, same wavelength. Premature cream. Assez parle de moi. Would you not being chosen as an All-Star reserve help the Knicks front office? It wouldn't probably matter one way or the other because it doesn't do anything financially. He's still going to make the same money. It's not like he's not Supermax eligible. I mean, he's not because the Knicks couldn't make him Supermax eligible. They didn't acquire him when he was on his rookie contract and they didn't draft him. Honestly, I think the right thing would be to name Julius the All-Star team because it doesn't hurt anyone. He's not going to play in it. So you get to give him the honor. And I think he's earned that 100%. This is a fantastic team and he's been a crucial player for them. So name him the All-Star and then give it to Siakam for all I care. Give it to someone. I mean, it's not like it isn't based on merit. Julius deserves some recognition. So that's certainly my hope. Jessica asked, Jeremy, what trade, if any, would you like to see that's realistic and cost effective? Jessica, that's I don't know. It might be a little too creamy. We gotta wait. But I appreciate the question. It's worthwhile. It's a good one because there are a number of options, but the way that I see it is really more about the finances. I'll just kind of answer holistically. Like I obviously care about the player that comes in, but the main thing for me is they check off the box of being continuous soup. Or are they going to add some level of talent? I don't know if there are a ton of sneaky suspicion options, but we can discuss that more in a couple days. Max Cyril is saying, Jeremy, assuming this isn't too creamy and assuming a similar cost, how you would rank your preference of Brown, Brogdon, Tyus Jones, Clarkson. I think that might be a little too cut deep of spoiling anything for the other day, but it's a great question. And I would say you can very easily rule out one of those options for me because it's Tyus Jones, because you can't soup him up. What trades do you hear people talking about that are just not going to happen is what Jessica's saying. Good question. And there was one today about Bogdanovich and Alec Burks going to the Lakers. And I'm just like, I don't quite get, like, I understand, but I think DeJounte Murray makes a lot more sense there. I am trying to think of other trades that are out there that have been bouncing around that just don't make sense. I buy the Levine to the Pistons one. Like I've been joking with my friend who's a Pistons fan. Like you guys are going to trade for Levine. It was like, again, like sort of serious, but as a joke. And because it just felt to me like the Pistons are not going to get anyone with their cap space this summer. And they'll just absorb Levine's contract and that'll be that. But now it's maybe real. There's a part of me that just feels like the Pistons are going to be buyers at the deadline and then try to carry that into next season and just say, look, we're still going to be, we're going to have a top 5 pick. It's fine, but at least we can set the groundwork to be good because they're going to want to be good because they don't have forever and their job's at stake. And this is why also that pick is not worthless like some people might think. It will convey. It's just a matter of what year it conveys. Yes. Andrew said Mikal Bridges, and I do not see that being an option. I don't. Even Bobby Marks, who presented that trade, doesn't see that being an option. I'm sorry. I just don't. I don't see why the two teams that haven't traded since the Reagan administration are now cool with picking up the phone, one basically mortgaging, not mortgaging. Let me restate it. If you are the Nets and you trade Mikal Bridges, you are asking to be a bad team, and you don't even have your picks to be able to be bad. This year, they don't have their pick. Next year, it's a pick swap. The year after that, they don't have their pick. So they might as well just tread water and try to improve that way because the alternative is pretty terrible. Let's see. Ben Simmons for Levine, who says no. I genuinely believe that the Bulls would say no to that. Doing 2 trades Toronto after a lawsuit would indeed be hilarious, and there's a part of me that would be fine seeing it. I have Bruce Brown qualms, like a lot of people, probably not as many, although I think the shooting or lack thereof is a concern, but he passes the salary test, so he's honestly okay in my book. And this was a crazy play that happened last night in Atlanta where Trae Young said that he was throwing the ball up on purpose to miss it so that Sadiq Bey would catch it and put it back. It's a really compelling story, Trae. It's rich with character, and there's a great beginning, middle, and end. And you had me. It's a real climax of the story, but I don't buy it. I think you just missed it, buddy. And that's okay because you won the game, so it doesn't really matter. I saw Wembanyama posing with Connor Bedard on the Blackhawks, and it's just hilarious whenever you see someone standing next to Wemby, especially a normal size.
I'm back.
But Dennis says, are there any buyout candidates? I hear you. Yes. Are there any buyout candidates the Knicks should consider? Probably not. But again, if there's a 3-4 that's out there, like, yeah, it depending on who's the right fit, because there's getting players and there's getting good players. And typically, if a player's on the buyout market, he's not going to be a great option. Not always. There's exceptions to that rule. But I don't know how many would be from the Knicks' perspective. And if there's another team that can financially afford to get a buyout player, maybe that's a better option for them.
What can the Knicks afford to pay a buyout player?
I mean, it'd be the biannual, which doesn't make a whole lot of sense. It'd probably just be the veteran minimum, prorated, and it'd be offset by whatever money is paid out by the other team, and this.
They're not allowed to sign someone using the OB trade exception because it's a trade exception, right?
I mean, yeah, it like, I guess it could be a sign and trade exception, but it's irrelevant because it's not going to happen.
Okay.
I like how. So first of all, hi Kevin, good to see you. I feel like it's Beetlejuice when you say Mikal Bridges that suddenly Kevin shows up. You have to say it 3 times though. So someone said it 3 times. Maybe it was Benji. But Jeremy, if you want to jump off for a second, go ahead. No, I'm standing strong. I'm a marathon.
I could take it if you want. Really, truly.
No, I honestly, the gap between now and when the second half starts is minimal. And I ate early today, and I don't have to use the bathroom, so we're good.
Can I share with you what I'm drinking?
Yes, please.
I saw this in Trader Joe's yesterday, I think, and I'm like, this might be the worst thing I've ever had, but I have to get it to try it. It is Talea Beer Company, spicy hot chocolate stout, brewed with Shao, I think I'm pronouncing that correctly, cocoa nibs, chili, and cinnamon.
How is it?
It is as advertised. It is. You drink it like, yep, that's what that is. You know what? I'm
Is that
enjoying
good?
it.
Okay.
Yeah, it's okay.
Fair.
I love stouts. I'm a big stout guy. I've kind of actually over the years drifted more to porters. There's a few things better than a truly great porter. Which I feel like it's hard to find a good porter. Because I feel like there's so many like there's you have like peanut butter porters, like all these crazy things. Like it's just a nice solid porter.
My favorite porter is Billy. He's a fantastic performer, great dancer, great in kinky boots. He's my favorite porter of all the porters.
I don't know that
Cole Porter's a great porter too. Fantastic. A lot of contributions to the theater world with porters.
I can't name a single porter. Otto Porter.
Wilt Chamberlain's son, Otto Porter Jr. Yeah.
Otto Porter. Wait, he's Wilt Chamberlain's son?
No, if you see the side by side, they look
Oh yes,
almost
yeah.
identical.
All right, hold on. Can I read Kevin's rules question?
You might as well.
I thought he was putting in his ranking of the top 50 backup power forwards in the league. But no, it's a question. So during the last game, Julius Randle was taken out of the game and Miami selected Jericho Sims as the free throw shooter. Say the Knicks thought that Julius Randle had a chance at playing, but in the moment, he was rendered unable to take the free throw. Could the Knicks abdicate the free throws, give Miami possession, and maintain Randle's eligibility? My inclination is to say no, but my roommate asked, and I wasn't sure. So
I would just like to first say this is, I think, maybe the first time I've seen abdicate not be paired with like the throne. So I appreciate the use of that word.
what word did Kevin use during a town hall? He used some verb or adjective or so. Militate. Thank you.
That's a great word. Well done, Kevin.
I still don't fucking know what that means. So basically you're saying could the Knicks give Miami 2 points? No, I don't think it works like that. I don't think that. I would think that is not in the rule book.
Also, why would we want it to be? I mean, they got a point off of it at least with Jericho.
And like, hold on, just like there were 4.5 minutes. There were 4.5 minutes left in the game. If Julius Randle was like physically unable to take the free throws there, like think about what it would take for someone to be physically unable to take free throws. Like there's no world where that player is coming back in the game, right?
Yeah. I mean, I'm thinking like Kobe when he tore his Achilles, but he didn't come back. He was out for the whole season as a result.
Am I allowed to go pee real quick before the second half starts?
Yes, of course.
I'll be right back.
Absolutely.
Kevin, think of some more rules questions to ask Jeremy. He loves these.
They're the best. Fantastic. You know, I'm just built different, I guess. I got a chamber pot underneath the seat. It's great. So, Ewing took the free throws in 97. That's true. He did do that. It's a great point. That's a good question by Andrew. Who thinks of this? But I appreciate Kevin's creativity. That is something that I think we all could learn to be better about. It's fun to be creative. Kevin does a great job of it. So, well, here we are. Second half starts in 20 seconds now. See if the Knicks can keep this up. But it's nice to see them in Buzz City, I guess. I don't know. This court always messes with my eyes. It reminds me of like a bad Oregon Ducks court. It's true. We did not get Kevin's, or at least I didn't get Kevin's Baseball Hall of Fame opinions, but I guess it's not meant to be as we start the second half. Those are good themes. Confidence, teamwork, defense. You want to plan for it. I think hitting open shots, that would be a good thing to add to the plan. I know I could coach this team super well just by saying that. I'm that good. Here we are. Jalen Brunson, bring up the ball.
Here we go. Okay. 46-43 Knicks get this started. Hold on. You're underwater, sir. Great. Fantastic pass to Jalen Brunson drive. So second half. Addition it to Isaiah Hartenstein.
Could you repeat all of that except for the word Isaiah Hartenstein?
Was it not Isaiah Hartenstein?
No, I just have zero clue what you said because it sounded like you were underwater, and then all I heard was in perfect English, Isaiah Hartenstein.
Let me make sure. Can you hear me now?
I can. You're good now. Just repeat exactly what you said.
It was a beautiful drive and dish by Jalen Brunson to Isaiah Hartenstein.
Just was it ever?
Yes, it was.
Yeah. Great. Maybe somehow we'll see a bit of a crisper offense in this half.
Martins don't miss threes against the Knicks. Oof. So get
What
a
are you
shot
going
of this.
at?
Hey now, that's
Hey
what
now.
we need. That's big time, Precious Achua.
And you could
The
take
big sneeze, but the E's are all threes.
what?
I'm saying like his name's the Big Sneeze, so spell out the E's just with threes when he hits a three.
Where did the big sneeze start?
I don't know, but it's fantastic.
Great nickname.
It is. I mean, that was Brunson trying to box out Richards.
I'd also like to suggest Sneezes as another one. Maybe
Sneezes?
it won't. Yeah, like Jesus, but sneezes.
Oh.
Eh.
Listen.
It's clear. It'll catch on with the Gen Z crowd.
We could start making every Friday night Knicks Good Friday.
Oh boy. My man's threes don't have a prayer right now.
Josh?
No.
I
they're not
mean,
close.
I looked up the numbers a week or so ago. It was like 21% since like mid-November, early to mid-November.
You know, he's also hanging out on the wings a lot. Could you get him some more corner looks?
Yeah, why don't they? What is the reason for that?
Well, I think they want their best shooters in the corners.
Oh, great, fine.
That's freaking gorgeous. Run it through the boy. Run it through iHeart. Close. Rebound. That's good tie, iHeart.
Yeesh.
Let's go, Precious.
Giddy up. Okay, come on. This is a nice
Achoo.
start to this half. This is a business-like start to this half. Keep it going. Keep it going on both ends. Do not give this team
Invidioso.
hope. Some nice shot making from the Hornets here early. 55-51 Knicks. Almost 3 minutes gone by in the third.
Oh, he double dribbled.
Oh.
He sure did.
Oh, well.
It bothers me that they don't sell Hartenstein city jerseys.
Why?
I really wanted one. I don't know. That's a great question.
Oh, okay. Just you wanted one. Okay.
Yeah, and I couldn't get that because it wasn't available. They don't have it. He deserves it.
It's unacceptable. Another one? We got number 2 on the
Hey!
night.
Giddy up.
Nick Richards a double Brunson.
Double Brunson. That's great.
Oh my God, that's too good.
I mean, the book on Hartenstein's Knick career has yet to fully be written, obviously, but he's entered that like Steve Novak zone where he's becoming a really truly beloved role player. I know nothing about the Wizards interim head coach, by the way, the guy they just mentioned, other than that he was a former Knick assistant. That's unfortunate for Wes Unseld Jr., but I guess you can't say you're surprised.
At least he didn't get fired.
He didn't get fired. He got promoted.
Transitioned.
Like Steve Mills at the Garden.
Yeah.
Yeah. What was the Lawrence Frank one? Reassigned?
What, with the Nets or with the Clippers?
I think
Relegated?
it was with the Nets, but I'm not sure.
Great pass.
Great pass. Come on. There it is. Okay.
Nuts, man.
Oh, he's
Absolutely
taunting.
nuts.
Is that taunting or is that celebrating? Either way,
By the way,
talk your talk.
a great comment here from, I don't know how to pronounce that, whatever his name is, but
Best Hellboy?
Clifford and Tibbs are having a great time tonight. This is like heaven for them. Just
It's French.
grind nasty basketball. That's all they ever asked for, these two guys.
Benji, it's assez parle de moi.
Thank you.
The Z is silent.
Oh,
You see, I don't know if Precious knows where to be right now on offense because like he needs to
Yeesh.
like this is Hornets are unbelievable. It's just they have to Hornets every like 3 possessions. I think Precious is like stuck between like, man, I could just space, I guess, around Hartenstein, but I don't know if that's what Tibbs wants, and so I'll like hang out in the dunker spot a little bit, but also cut. He's like very in between when he's not playing the 5, which he hasn't done for the Knicks yet.
man. Brilliant stuff, man. Getting to watch this guy every night, like, oh,
It's pretty sick, right?
it's so sick. It's so awesome. Just
No, all he wants to do is reject screens. If someone sets a screen for him to go right, if you're a defender, you have to make sure he goes into the screen. Because if he rejects left, you're done. Your defense is done. And he's really, really good at rejecting left. Like keep an eye on that for how many points he gets on rejecting screens to his left.
you've been all over it all year. Okay. Got another 8-point lead. I feel like the Hornets are really sticking with it with making some nice, some shots. I mean, this game has definitely taken on a different feel early in the third.
It's fine.
Yeah, but again, it's a good shot. It's a
Yeah.
nice shot.
There it is again. That time Martin cut him off. Oh, mama. I thought this would be the second half adjustment.
What, Brunson be
Yeah.
good?
Yeah, be better.
Just Brunson go off.
Be better.
It's their best adjustment.
It is their best adjustment.
I'll tell you what, Jalen.
Hey!
I'll tell you what, Jalen Brunson. That's great work.
Awesome work.
Oh.
Cook him.
Uh-oh.
No.
He cooked himself. He's going to score anyway.
Generous
Hey!
king.
All right.
It's like you can stop him once or twice, but he just keeps coming. And at some point, he's going to get by you. Like it's crazy. It must be the most. It's so frustrating to guard a guy like this.
He feels like the type of player where if we had to watch him consistently and not be on our team, we'd probably
So
be
annoyed with him.
infuriated.
Oh, infuriated.
Honestly,
The-
hate him.
The
I
Brunson, the Brunson stuff on defense. He definitely does seek out contact on offense in an annoying way at times.
Mhm.
Jeremy, it's not even a cap question, but like, because it's been very clearly reported why Dallas didn't do what they did. Because if they signed him to the extension, like they wouldn't have been able to trade him. Did you have any thoughts about that at the time? Did you think it was defensible at the time? Do you remember what you thought at the time?
All I can tell you, I mean, you know me. I was on the Brunson train for a long time.
Yes, you were.
And it was the sort of thing where when they stopped using him in the playoffs, especially, I think it was against the Clippers,
Yes,
there was certainly concern as to what he could do. I was surprised when they didn't extend him a max extension, which I think would have been like 4 years, $55 million.
That was it.
That was going into his 4th season. And when they didn't do that, I thought, okay, Leon Rose takes over. There's clearly a need. I think Leon took over after his 3rd season, but 4th season, like, that's where it's at. Doesn't get extended, starts to play well. There's a period in which he was almost shooting 50, 40, 90. And
In his 4th season.
In his 4th season. And that was when I felt like this guy really is legit. And this was before the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, the Mavs tried to catch lightning in a bottle, but lightning had already escaped the bottle. And they made their choice of, hey, do we extend DFS or Brunson? They could have done both at the right time, but they didn't do either. And then they got away with doing DFS. But
Benji rocking out.
I don't know if I'm answering your question.
No, you did. But basically, they punted. So you expected the 4 for 55 max after his 3rd year, which was like the Mitch max. Basically, it was what we know it here.
Yes.
They missed on that. And then when they had an opportunity, when Brunson and Rick, when Jalen and Rick went back to the table midway through the year, they bungled it the second time because they were like, well, if we extend him now, we can't include him in a trade package before this trade deadline. Correct. And it's the reason my mind went to there is you were talking about what must it be like him to watch. What must it be like to watch him if you're a fan of a different team? I can't fathom being a Mavs fan and just like, how do you even watch a Knicks game? You probably don't, but.
Well, what they'd probably say is what I feel like I said years after the Knicks didn't get Steph Curry. It was like, well, he wouldn't have grown here, or they would have traded him for Melo, or any of those types of things.
Yeah.
He wouldn't have blossomed here in Dallas. But that, I'll tell you, even Jalen Brunson, a third as good as he is on that contract, we're talking about one of the best value contracts ever. Not even, and we're already doing that with the contract he's on now. But for him to do that on a 4-year, $55 million contract was great. And at a certain point, he realized, I don't want to stay here because I'll just be traded because this team can't get free agents and they don't draft well. So how else are they going to get talent in the door? And it would have been using him to get a star. Like he would have been included in that Kyrie Irving trade. He would have been in Brooklyn by now.
Oh, that's a great call. Didn't even think about that. All right, quick reset here. 66-55. The Knicks are up by 11. Finally, a little bit of distance, despite some nice shot making from the Hornets coming out here in the third quarter. We're already midway through the third. It feels like this third quarter has flown by. And we'll see. Can the Knicks actually? Nice.
Wow, the Knicks fans are out there, man.
Oh yeah, they are. There were MVP chants in the first half. I don't know if someone tweeted it out.
Yeah. We're just taking over arenas these days.
It's nice. I mean, it helps when you have these sad sack teams that are on the East Coast.
Interesting. Hornets definitely sending less help there. That was interesting. Worked in the first half, and that time they didn't send the second man up, and Brunson just cooked. Really weird. Not sure why they go away from it.
I missed that. Why they go away from what? I missed that part.
They were sending a second guy up to Brunson's isolations all first half, and it was a little harder for him, and now they're backed off, and
we had Precious, but it was a tight.
Ow!
Nice.
Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful.
Speaking of Brooklyn, how about Ben Simmons with 6 rebounds, 7 assists in 9 minutes, and he's plus 19.
I have
Utah by 19 points.
Yeah, I have the game. What's going on? Utah, your beloved Jazz. Falling off a little bit lately.
Well, it wasn't sustainable. I mean, they were one of the best teams in the league for a while.
Oh, now it wasn't sustainable.
They're coming off 2 straight wins. What do you want from them? 24 and 23. I didn't think they were much better. I think they're a few games over 500 kind of team if they stay healthy. That's all.
The next 3 weeks of Ben Simmons are going to be a movie.
Oh, it's going to be unbelievable.
The inevitable will happen.
Yeah. Yeah, Frank, buddy. I don't miss that long too. I don't. I love him, but
foul.
And I don't miss Frank Ntilikina 3-point fouls either, which he had a propensity to commit.
This is
You definitely don't want to foul him on a 35-footer. Yeah, it's foul.
Are you surprised, Frank?
You're challenging this?
Really?
Wait.
All right. I am going to be back in a couple moments, guys.
Go ahead. All right. So it looks like they are looking at a flagrant, according to Mike Breen, and not a challenge, because I don't think they would challenge that.
I'm sorry, Alex. You're stuck with me and Benji.
Knicks lead 70-55. 5:01 left in the third quarter. Jalen Brunson probably going to the line for 3 shots. It has been a really nice run here in the third. Knicks have started to pull away. So that's good. Jalen Brunson is starting to do his thing. Jeremy, when's the move being made?
What move?
Capital
move?
T, capital M. No. Not that the move.
What is the move then?
the this season move. I know what your mind went to immediately.
I was like, what?
I know who I'm talking to.
I mean, look, I'm leaving out my schedule to be pretty open for. Wow. Flagrant 1? I didn't think so. Thank you, Frank. I think I'm leaving my calendar open for 48 hours in that window between the deadline and not. So I'll go. They don't. I feel like they haven't made a. Do they make a deadline move, like a deadline day move? They were the minor ones when they did. Like the pick that got Sims was a deadline move.
What was the Cam
But-
deal? Was how long before?
That was like 3 to 4 weeks before.
Oh, it was early, right? And the Hart
And
deal was early.
the trade for Derrick Rose was about a
Early.
month before.
The Hart deal was early. OG was early. Yeah, it's
The Hart
interesting.
deal was a day early, I think.
Just
so,
a
yeah.
day.
Yeah, but and then OG, of course, as you said. So
OG was really early.
also, I think it's just the market dictating it. Like these teams, Portland, Toronto, Utah, you name it, they'll probably just wait till the last minute or at least close to it. But the market just seems like does it feel like demand is exceeding? I'm sorry, that supply is exceeding demand to you as well? And there are a lot of point guards that are available, and I feel like there aren't a ton of teams that need.
That's interesting. That
Talent.
there are enough guys available where nobody feels there's not a ton of leverage for any of those teams.
Right. And if you are like Charlotte, they already set the market on what Rozier and that type of player's value is.
That's an interesting point. Now they sent 2 to Brunson again there.
That was a flagrant, by the way.
Yeah,
was.
they called it a flagrant, which was pretty
Wow.
surprising. Tough shot. Look at
Oh.
this guy, man.
And
In that Briss,
cow.
you don't miss. That's all it takes, folks.
it is a 14-0 run. And the Knicks are up by 20. When did this happen?
I finally beat him. That was the first time you got an angle on him off the dribble all night. Quick cross, just got that step on him. Can't let him get to his left hand.
I mean, the dude's a talented offensive player. There's no
Sure is.
doubt about that.
Oh yeah, 3 straight free throws.
I love Clyde. Why did they trade Rozier? I don't know, Clyde. Maybe the fact that they're 10-20, whatever, has a little something to do with it.
Yeah, now they went back to sending 2, not surprisingly, but now bang!
Yeah, well, listen, this was going to come around, right?
That's great work. See, getting that quick look off the double, that's what's maybe forcing him out of it. If the Knicks can do that enough, and that's going to be a key without Randall, because Brunson's going to get a crazy amount of attention. That's a great little read by Grimes.
So just make sure we're clear. So the key for you is when there's 2 on the ball to Brunson, specifically above the arc, like that get off the ball fast.
That's probably where it'll be because that's where he has the ball most of the time. So I think if they're trying to get him off the ball, it's going to be quick doubles up top, and then it's like, what can we get out of it? And part of it is playing lineups with spacing, because if you're going to play a Chua, Hart, and Hartenstein, the ball's going to end up with somebody who doesn't want to shoot it, right? You get enough spacing on the floor, and you get little plays like that. You can get good looks out of it. It's simple, right? A little pass into the high post, kick out to DiVincenzo, bang.
Yeah. I feel like this is again where it's like the DiVincenzo being there and him being like, when's the last time we've had a guy where anytime he fires away with like somewhat space, you feel like it's a good shot? You know, if it's inside of like 28 feet, it like really confident.
Man. I mean, would you say Fournier? And I mean, he shot the hell out of the ball that year.
He did shoot the hell out of the ball. He shot it really well.
Like,
But he was so hot and cold. DiVincenzo to me has been more consistent.
Really
like how many
really
really bad shooting
consistent.
games has he had?
he has been really consistent. Fournier, you're right. There was like Fournier, like you knew if it was a Fournier game, you felt like everyone was going in, but there were games where you thought nothing was going in.
Yeah.
That's fair. Novak.
That's the name that I thought of. I mean, I was a big Novak guy. I was surprised no one.
Guy could shoot.
He was good. He's still, I think, is he their leader all time in 3-point percentage? I don't know what the minimum number is of like makes for that. I'm pretty sure he's up there though. So XJ is saying that like why wasn't Hart in the corner? Because you can't help off of DiVincenzo or Grimes won't pass away, but you can with Hart. That's kind of what I was bringing up. Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's a fair point. I make that point about Randall all the time also, who plays on the wing almost all the time and is never stationed in the corner. But what that means is you're allowing guys to dig off of Randall. Same would apply to Josh Hart, right? And it's like if you put DiVincenzo, one of the things that really excited me about DiVincenzo signing was like put that guy one pass away with his distance shooting. You open up a lot of space for Brunson off the dribble. And if you don't dig on Brunson one-on-one on the top, you can't stay in front of him. It's impossible. So I think the same thing with Julius sometimes. Like, get him in the corner and let one of our shooters actually play one pass away. Yep. Thought he fouled him. Good call.
Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, but I get what you're saying. Like, you want your best shooters in the corners. But I don't know. I wonder about that, too, because, like, Hart, as you pointed out when we were talking about Bruce Brown, when Bruce Brown's names first came up, like, Hart's good from the corners, but he never shoots from the corners. Like, why not let him try, some more from the corners?
Right. Wow, they can't make a free throw. Holy cow. The reason you want your best shooters in the corners generally is because if you're playing pick and roll offense, what you don't want is that the guy in help from the corner can just take away the roll without any hesitation. Okay. Right? Like, that's kind of classic spacing principles. So traditionally, you stash your shooters in the corners so that you can open up that role. But
the fundamental principle of New York's offense, because that's all they do.
Exactly. Now, because it happens to be it's interesting because the Knicks don't really hit the roller very often.
So nice.
Look at this guy attacking closeouts, man.
Big time second half from DiVincenzo.
The thing with him is like it's just the shooting now is just clearly opening up the rest of his game. It's like, okay, now you have to have a different respect for him as a shooter than you ever did before.
Yeah.
Well, now you can open up everything else. Now you can get into the paint.
You know what I'm feeling good about? My prediction that DiVincenzo is going to be the second leading usage guy with as
holy cow, he's getting them up tonight. How many shots he taking?
A lot. I'll look it up.
Nice
batted ball there.
Miller needs a little more strength to be able to finish that without his left hand. Like, he should be able to go through someone. A couple years he will be.
He's gonna be a monster.
He's gonna be really
a rookie
good.
And he's doing this.
Look at this guy. He's like freaking DeMar DeRozan out there.
Letting all hang loose.
Jeremy, you're incredible.
You're outrageous.
That one was by the foreskin of my teeth.
I want to ask you something though on the next commercial break about LaMelo Ball.
Ooh.
Okay. Come on.
Oh, Christ.
That's all right. He can't hit it. I'll ask it now. I like, not that he's like asking out or whatever, or the Hornets are going to trade him, but I feel like LaMelo is in that interesting zone in terms of point guards in the league where he's obviously on a max. Are we sure some team would give up like a Godfather package for him? When you think about how many teams are kind of set at the position throughout the league.
Well, you're saying, as in he's stuck there, or you think another team?
Let's say the Hornets wanted to completely start from scratch, and they're like, it's Miller. We're gonna build around Miller, right? And they started taking calls on Ball. Like we haven't seen this, like an organization willingly do that for like a young high pedigree. I mean, the guy was a 21-year-old All-Star or whatever, 20-year-old All-Star. I don't know. He seems like he's kind of regressed to the point, at least in terms of his perception around the league. I don't know. I wonder if there would really be a team that would blow it out to try to bring him in. But
if I'm San Antonio, I'm very, very interested.
Yeah,
that's the team.
Call.
Okay, that's
a great call, Benji.
I think
Another one. If you're Brooklyn, why wouldn't you?
Mhm.
Oh, that's another good call. All those Suns picks.
Yeah, that's called a discard. Too weak, Frank. This has not been a good Frank Ntilikina game.
I feel like you could say that in a lot of his games.
The good news
I
is
say that as someone who
not-
loves
it's no longer our
man on
problem.
this team. Yeah.
Oh, he was about to hoist it up.
That's a good point. He is just coming off injury. That is
Yeah.
true, and I should be nicer. And I do love Frank, and you guys all know that. I was a big proponent of increased playing time.
I do wonder though, like
Every season, and I'd say this was love. Like it's
Wow,
just-
dude, this is crazy free throw shooting. Oh my god.
doesn't Frank scream a guy who would probably be better served going to play in Europe at this point? Is that not it? I'm sorry. Did I say something untoward?
no. I mean,
As long as
There
he
were-
can keep playing here, he can keep playing here. But
I think
yeah.
he's been on. This is his 4th minimum contract. I think.
So sure, whereabouts?
I mean, he clearly adds value in some way where teams want him to stay here and
Yeah.
keep him. But yeah, you run out of opportunities at a certain point.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, just like his play style is
Corner
never
three,
been-
DiVincenzo.
Jesus, you called it.
They set that up every time. The way they set it up with an empty side, when Hart brings up the ball, it's a quick swing, a pin and screen, and a three.
Great
Every
call,
time.
man.
Oh wow. Dude, that's just like an ISO corner three. It's a jab step three from corner.
We are.
He's not lacking confidence, man. Deuce McBride, I'll tell you that.
Oh my God,
Or should he be?
what was that?
Nothing good.
So it turns out Charlotte really stinks.
is that,
Yes, it
is that
does.
the consensus? We are. All right, come on.
Deuce,
Pass.
one more. Hit Deuce.
Good
All right,
pass.
good find.
Let's
Okay.
go.
Yes.
And I don't know when the last time this has happened. The Knicks just scored more points in the third quarter than they did in the first half.
Holy mother. Does Brunson come back in this game?
Yes. Oh, actually, that's
Oh,
a
wait,
good
no,
point.
sorry.
No, I
2
don't want him
points
back.
short.
You got a back-to-back?
Yeah.
I would try to extend. I mean, he's not going to play the first couple minutes, and you hope that they extend the lead or keep it where it is, and then he doesn't have to come back in.
End of the third.
What?
But Jesus.
Josh Hart is good for one of those every game.
Mm.
Sorry, they
Gotta
fell
take him
too
last
short.
one.
I misspoke. My ESPN page updated before our score updated, so I was looking at the wrong quarter score. But still, 46 points in the first half, 44 in the third quarter.
Man, DiVincenzo is. How many better value contracts are there with production this year? Like, how many guys are outproducing their contract as much as he is? Jalen Brunson, the exception. He's probably one of them. But who else? Maybe Julius Randle too.
There's gotta be every single Nick that's there.
Which
maybe?
what does that tell you about how the
Are
football is
you
doing?
are you not like listen? Sometimes these executive of the year awards are like given, maybe not the year where like the big move was made, but like as a not a career achievement thing, but like when you look at this roster and you look at everything that Rose has done and all the signings he's made, I mean, and then with the trade,
By the way,
I don't
you
think
know,
he'll get it though.
We were talking about his early trades.
I don't think so either. But,
Like, how many
Good as
guys do you say
Sam
this about? And the Cam Reddish one didn't work, but 3 out of 4 years,
yeah.
he
I'll be right back.
he pulls the trigger early. And not only does he make a good trade early, but because he did it early, he allows all 3 of those guys to make immediate and long-term impacts to increase the seeding of the team.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, all 3 were home runs. Like, the guys came in and immediately made a massive difference. That's crazy if you think about it. 3 out of 4.
Yeah, but you know why I don't think it's crazy? Because it's math, and I say it's math because they actually like do their research to find the right talent. Like at a certain point, and that's a testament to them. That's not me being like, oh, well, like they have found a way to identify talent and bring them in and get good results. And that, I mean, that should be consistent. That's awesome. And to think about it too, where the fact that the team can keep doing this and none of the players getting truly significant minutes are first round picks that they made. Pretty wild.
Amazing.
And that's usually the way that you build around a team. But crazy thing in this world, the landscape of how we see it, cap space is like just free agency is what's been propelling this team. And that won't be the case forever, but that's still pretty awesome to me.
Man, amazing. DiVincenzo's, I mean, I had pretty high expectations for him, but never expected this. Never expected him to be this impactful and become an elite 3-point shooter. And another one.
Very nice.
That was DiVincenzo doing it.
Who are you talking about? Brunson or DiVincenzo?
DiVincenzo.
Oh, okay.
I was just saying, John, like, it's just crazy what a signing. I
Incredible.
mean, it's unbelievable.
Step back. See, I was re-listening to the pod that you did with Fred, John.
Okay.
And when Fred said, not to throw him under the bus here, when he said that he was skeptical about the signing at first, or the extension, I was like, why? Where was the risk involved with giving Deuce like double the minimum salary?
Yeah.
I don't know. It just didn't it's just that's I love that contract. I love the timing of it. I think it's perfect exactly as is. The descending nature of it, it's great.
The shooting.
Oh, what a find!
Jericho with a little touch bounce pass?
Isaiah's rubbing off on him.
Listen, man, Tim said, was it before this season or last season, that he was excited for Jericho's playmaking and the passing?
What was that? Phew!
Awesome. That's beautiful.
Crazy.
Whoa!
Did Tim's light into his guys at halftime?
More like Phil Sims.
Not Tim. What did I say?
No.
Oh,
Never mind. I was making a bad joke.
No, it's a good joke. It's a good joke.
Oh!
Earning every penny. One more.
Come on, Deuce McBride. Never miss. This dude
Underpaid! Underpaid!
Oh my God, this is so much fun. Oh my Lord.
Benji had the gall to sit here and say that he gets the bad games. Benji, what does this look like?
I also had the
sir?
goal to say that the regression was coming for Deuce McBride.
You did?
There's no regression. He's a 60% 3-point shooter.
Hell yeah.
We just have to accept it.
Speaking of, you were like, I don't want to pile on Fred. Fred piling it on the poor Hornets fans. He just tweeted out, there was a loud "Let's go Knicks" chant during a timeout without any Hornets fans to even attempt to drown it out. I mean, if you're a Hornets fan, like what is there for you at the moment? This is not fun.
It's not good.
If you're a Hornets fan.
You have the Panthers, which is an even worse alternative. Maybe the Hurricanes?
What a run. Do not bring Jalen Brunson in this game.
Please. Game tomorrow night?
Do not do it. Right?
No. It's a 29-point lead.
Don't do it.
It's so
Don't
sexy.
do it.
What a run. What a second half.
This is incredible. I didn't see this coming. I mean, I'm wrong a lot, so that's not saying much. But
man, Jalen Brunson was like, another classic. Oh man, he was so off in the first half. 28 on 19 shots, 7 assists.
So he went. Hold on. So Jalen Brunson went from 13 points on 13 shots, right? That's what he was. To now 28 on 19. That's a turnaround.
I think if I were a Hornets fan and I received a T-shirt, I would throw it back. Like, why am I getting this? I don't need this.
You know what they should put on the T-shirt?
Pull out your own T-shirt cannon and just start firing it back.
It'll look like when Paul Pierce tossed the thing into the fan immediately just sent it right back to him.
They should.
Have they even thrown it? Have they just been holding it the whole time?
No, because they know what's going to happen. They should put the crying Jordan meme on the T-shirts. That would be appropriate.
Man, what an absolutely ridiculously impressive run here.
Yeah.
Without Brunson on the floor.
Makes you think: are the Knicks being held back by Jalen Brunson?
And
Just asking
Julius,
questions.
and Julius Randle.
I'm just asking the question.
Julius,
Just asking.
Julius and Jalen, both of them,
I mean,
NOG.
I know it's
Maybe.
trade
and
them all.
quickly and RJ
And all of them, and Mitch. Don't forget Mitch.
and Mitch.
Uh,
They were all holding Deuce McBride back.
yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
my God!
man.
Look at
This
this.
is great.
Wow.
Knicks fever is awesome.
Did you see that guy shaking his head? He's just old dude.
The Knicks have
Oh.
outscored this team so far in this half, 52-26. By the way, they've doubled them up.
Do the Hornets get to 90?
Yeah, I think they will.
Yo, the opponent's points per game.
Did you score 21?
2024 is like 1993.
So here's a question. How does Tibbs even empty the bench? Who is there to empty? So there's Archie, there's Flynn.
Yep. Keep Sims out there. And
I have a Charlie Brown Jr. listed on my ESPN stats.
no way.
I miss eventually.
You think if they play Charlie Brown Jr. that they'll cue the music? Or will all of our mics sound like they're underwater?
They should play Charlie Brown by Coldplay.
It's a great song.
Isaiah Hartenstein, assuming he doesn't come back.
Wow,
in.
that's off.
Yeah, that was off. Assuming he doesn't come back in, 16 minutes tonight for the second game in a row. So that's
It's great though. You know
Yeah.
what, man? It doesn't seem like someone had a
Mm.
conversation with head coach after the Achilles situation, because it's not just been Hartenstein. The whole team has gotten more in within reasonable minute loads. Good sentence. Wow, that was
no,
really,
I like it.
that was so articulate of me.
Speaking of minutes,
I'm
loads,
so impressive. This is why you guys have me on live shows.
I love it. DiVincenzo was still out there. He's played 34 minutes tonight. I mean,
They should get him out. Neither of you agree with me though that there was some conversation.
I think there absolutely was.
Okay.
100%.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yes. Get in there.
What's going on? He's getting tossed with the game.
Please don't get hurt. Please don't have like a heart attack. Just get off. Just
He has a former health issue, right?
exactly. Just walk off the floor there, Stevie.
I think he just has to poop.
I think he's just.
like,
I think
can't
he's
get out of it.
I think he's just had enough. Honestly.
That's what it is.
He's seen too much shit on the floor.
Busy. He's too old for all that stop it, grab.
Wait, why is DiVincenzo shooting free throws the worst free throw shooter of all time?
I mean, look who else you have out there.
Yeah.
He's the catch and shoot on free throws guy.
What are you going to send Sims out there?
Oh wow, these guys are really.
Oh,
really
you know what's so funny? A 25-point
that's
deficit.
so
Hilarious.
bad. And
Just-
your coach
just
getting
great.
ejected.
That would upset me a lot if I was
Yeah.
a Hornets fan. More than
That's what
anything
I'm
I've seen on the
saying.
court tonight. That would
That's
upset me. a lot.
terrible. That's
I'm
terrible.
glad you guys are having fun. We are ass. Please
Come on,
get in
Quentin.
the game.
Oy. Wow. You don't see that every day.
No. Yeah, that's not what you want. Anyway, we have
That guy
Utah
looks
tomorrow.
familiar.
Who's that?
Oh, Ty Corbin. Yes, from Utah.
yeah.
Utah Jazz head coach. He did not have a good stint in
No,
Utah.
he did not.
Was he the one who replaced Jerry Sloan, or am I conflating eras there?
No, I think he was.
I think that's right.
Yeah.
Can we
That's
get the-
wild, by the way, that Tibbs doesn't have a tech this year.
He's Zen.
I honestly think the refs are just like, all right, Tom. Okay, Tom. Get it off your chest. They know what he's going to say. This is fucking right.
But you know what? He doesn't say the magic words.
No, that's all he says.
And he doesn't say it in post game. Like the only time he exploded was when Jalen didn't get the foul calls that Orlando
Yeah.
game. And it felt like he actually got
Whoa.
the calls later.
Oh, interesting.
All right, they're getting a 90.
I'm petrified of if this game gets under 20 points. Not that I think they're going to lose it, but if Tibbs is going to like put Brunson back out or something.
If it gets to 15, he might bring in OG. If it gets to 8, he's going Randall.
If it gets to 4, is Mitch coming in?
Mitch is coming in.
He just wheels in there like, it's all right, coach. I got this.
I got it.
I'll get a couple offensive rebounds.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it.
Oh, come on. No,
Oh,
I'm telling you.
no.
It's going to be under 20 there.
Clifford lit a fire under him.
Yeah, maybe he did. I don't know. That was
Where's
silly.
the foul?
Mm.
Can they challenge that?
They lost.
No,
it
he
now.
used his challenge rating. In
Oh,
the first
sorry.
quarter, for second quarter, whatever it was early on.
Yeah.
I would say if it gets to 15, he will bring Brunson back.
And honestly, like, I can you blame him?
No.
No, stop fucking around. This is, I mean, you had a 29-point lead.
What are you going to do for offense with this lineup here?
You know,
Pray.
Do that. Yeah. That's
Good
what you're
rebound,
do.
Josh.
Let's go,
Oh,
Joshua.
Beautiful.
there it is. Okay,
What?
Dude.
Jesus Christmas.
It's crazy.
It's like they have 5 Josh Harts on the floor.
They just throw the ball. They just chuck it.
Benji, do you think that DiVincenzo's tired and that we're seeing the effects of it in the fourth quarter?
I don't know. I mean, I think he's out of his out. Like he's being asked to take some shots that he wouldn't normally take. I mean, I'm sure he's a little tired. I thought in the first half he definitely looked tired at the end of his stint. You know what? I don't mind it.
No, but
He's been blocked at the rim twice in 2 games now, and that's a 5-point swing.
What does he have?
29 season high, career high.
He can play.
So down to 18 with 7 minutes left.
He had a bunch against the Knicks last game too. I think he had like 25, 26.
I don't know. I would almost rather Brunson be back in because, like, DiVincenzo, I think to your point, Jeremy, is clearly tired right now. So, like, it's almost like it's a diminishing returns with DiVincenzo out there, and it's clearly not enough to generate solid offense given who else you have out there. I mean, how many minutes has Brunson played tonight? Brunson's at 29 minutes. I mean, all you need to put him back out there for is another 2-3 minutes.
Yeah,
And
look,
then-
I hope they don't have to, but if he does, I don't necessarily like hate it. It is what it is. You got to win the game.
Yeah, I mean,
he's not at an outrageous amount where it's like you can't do it. Whatever.
Yeah. Okay, I just want to get out of the way now in case this actually happens, and
He might be in right now.
I wouldn't be shocked. Yeah, DiVincenzo tonight, 26 points on 20 shots, 5 of 14 from deep, which means he was 4 of 6 from inside the arc.
How many Knicks
Yeah, look,
just-
it's understanding the assignment. Like you understand you're gonna need your creation. Like it's a lot of shots for him, but made it work.
You would have liked to see a better shooting night from Grimes. He's 1 of 6, 3 of 11 overall.
Hasn't been a good game.
No, it's gonna be a tough start of the game. I mean, Brunson will be the top getter. After that, though, there's a very nice game.
Chua was excellent, I thought,
Mhm.
defensively.
Um,
I thought Sims was really good defensively and
Sims.
had some moments offensively, really good.
and then DiVincenzo, he's kind of puttered out here down the stretch, but he manufactured so much of their offense.
Mm-hmm.
Do we want Utah to win this game in Brooklyn or not?
It's a great question.
Why would we care?
Because we play them tomorrow night. Does it?
I would
Oh.
like the Jazz to make it closer and then lose.
Closer and then lose. Okay.
I don't think he
Just-
wants to bring back Hartenstein. He doesn't look like he's getting up anytime soon.
Cavs are winning by 10 against the Clippers. Not ideal.
Jeez, this team doesn't
It
lose.
just
Well, they have
And the
Mobley back now.
Celtics were down by a lot. Now they're only down by 3. The
Who was
Heat are
that?
down by
Oh.
15.
They do have Mobley back. The Cavs came back tonight.
okay. Didn't realize that. There he is. Okay, JB back
Yep.
in.
Have 2 on the ball. What do we get? Nothing much.
And DiVincenzo's still in.
Yeah.
And Achua back in also because he was in before, correct?
Wonder how much the Knicks slow it down on offense.
They're very good at that, by the way, and not only milking possessions, but you'll notice how long they take to inbound when they have a big lead. They just let that clock run.
Mm-hmm.
They roll the ball so the clock doesn't start but the game clock runs. They do all those tricks. They have them in the bag. Brunson's really good at that stuff.
Smart player.
Oh, that's easy.
Sheesh.
That's nice.
But you have to be so pressed up on his shot now, right? That it opens up all that. It's great.
But who was defending him? I didn't even see who was defending him there, but it's.
I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. I don't remember who was.
It's nice though when Brunson's in the game because you don't get to key in on DiVincenzo.
Yes, absolutely true.
Good rotation.
Close. One more, Precious. Good finish.
Yeah,
that's a lot. That's a very loud and one when you're down.
Oh, here we go.
18. There it is. See?
Clock.
Let it milk. 5:30. Clock doesn't start. Collectively, it probably takes a couple possessions. If you do it every possession from here on out, you take like 2 possessions out of the game.
Mm-hmm.
And you see how they got only 2 non-shooters on the floor now.
that was an interesting pass.
Worked out. Oh, no one's in there to rebound, though. Yep.
Okay. And it's down to 16.
Here it goes. How much time's going to run off here?
What's that?
Yeah, how much time's going to run off here? Look at this.
Walk that dog.
There you go. Clyde's on it.
Yeah.
Ah!
It was a bit of a quick shot given the situation.
Agreed. No.
Oh,
wow,
goodness.
mama.
Happy that didn't go down. That would have been
No, John.
13 with 4 and change to go.
It's Charlotte.
I understand that.
They're
It's
not going on like a
PTSD. You can't-
13-0 run. Look at
can't-
you, Precious Achua.
You can't rationalize this trauma.
No, you cannot. Do not
I've
diminish my
tried,
trauma.
Benji. I've tried for years. It doesn't work. I literally did it yesterday, and it still didn't work. And then the news was fine, as good as it could be with Randall,
It was as good as it could be given where we're at right
given
now.
the circumstance.
No, good news would have been, you know what? We made a mistake. He actually didn't dislocate his shoulder.
Here we go. Watch this clock go.
This is fantastic.
It's so good.
Great.
No, and now they had enough of it because Cody played up. Is this Cody or Caleb? I don't even.
Cody.
Cody.
It's Cody. Okay.
Dante.
Man, the Jazz are not a good defensive team.
You call defensive 3 seconds there?
And the Celtics are winning. Cool. Thank you, New Orleans.
No, they didn't.
New Orleans has had such a weird year. Every time I look up in the net rating rankings, they're like right up near the top. And it feels like every time I see them, they're losing like a close game or a bad game.
Oh, good defense there.
This is good defense.
Goaltend M1. Yep.
And one?
That's what they call. Listen, Steve Clifford lit a fire under him.
Good job by Steve. Okay. We're like almost out of the woods.
We're out of the woods, but it's annoying that Brunson still has to be playing.
This is interesting offense. Best offense they have.
I mean,
We'll clear out, flat, and go.
what does that term mean there? Flat.
Just means nobody's there to screen. Everyone else is just flat on the floor.
Okay. Got it.
You feel better now, John?
I do.
Okay.
I do.
Well, you can also be
I
like
sense some hesitation there.
you can also be like 3 flat, where you have one guy screening up top and everyone else is flat,
This is just extra cardio.
like this. Nope. Shalom.
I'm getting nervous now.
Can we take him out now?
Yeah, I think so.
Let's take him out now. Okay, now we're done. Let's go. All right, so not only Brunson 34 minutes. So Brunson, we said bring him back in for another 2 to 3 minutes. He brought him in for another 5, but 34 minutes,
Man,
it's okay.
the Heat are getting their brains beaten again.
Good.
Excellent.
That's
Bam-
fantastic.
Also,
Bam
the
has-
Mavs are
Go
down
ahead.
by 9 to the Magic.
Oh, that's nice.
They have been sliding.
I am so impressed with the Magic. What they did to Phoenix last night was crazy. Did you guys see that? What they did?
Well, I saw
Was-
you tweeting about the lineup that they had out there.
Well, they held them scoreless for like 7 minutes with the big 3 out there. It was nuts. One of the best defensive performances I've ever seen.
That's pretty.
They
It was
entering
crazy. It was crazy.
Entering that game had been 6-19 against Kevin Durant, and I think they'd lost 12 in a row.
Who was the
something like
Orlando?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
I think I saw that the last time they beat Kevin Durant, the number 1 song on the charts was "Kiss Kiss" by Chris Brown.
Oh no, Brunson's still out there, guys.
That's still a new song to me.
Brunson's still out there.
That's why.
If he gets hurt, I'll be very mad.
Listen, Tibbs, stop fucking around. He is a bit of a psycho.
Just don't move, Jalen. Just
Yeah.
stay still,
Traffic cone.
please. Don't take any charges.
No,
Don't try to get Brunson.
I was about to say.
JT Thor's in the game. I mean, he's the white flag.
Okay, cool.
There, now he's
There it is. Okay.
Right. I'm
Thank-
glad we had that one possession to certify that he needed to be taken out. Excellent.
Tibbs has to get it under 2 minutes. You know, a lot of shit could happen in 2 minutes. It's 120 seconds.
easy.
Jalen,
Easy.
just get the ball out of your hands. Oh,
There it
great.
is. Okay.
Thank you, Precious.
All right. That's fine. It's fine.
Big question. Will Arcidiacono get his first basket of the game? And I'm not talking about 3 in the key. I'm talking about legitimate field goal.
What do you mean 3 in the key?
Or no, 3 second. 3
Oh,
second.
the
call.
3. Okay, his version of a basket.
Yes. Do we think it happens tonight?
No.
Okay. Benji, you say no?
Nope.
All right. I'm going to say yes because I believe in him.
No, you don't.
I don't, but I wanted to think that he does.
Oh, Jericho. Run the offense through Jericho. Guys like Magic Johnson out there. Look at him. Behind the back. Pa! Roll. Give it to him. Oh, rescreen.
All right.
It's great freaking work, Jericho Sims. You
Um,
dog.
So you want to see how I did on my minute predictions? 'Cause
Yeah,
I'm
let's
sure that's
hear
what
it.
everybody really cares about.
absolutely.
So I predicted 40 for Brunson. He got 34. So that's a. I'm going to give myself a check if I'm within 2 minutes, give or take. DiVincenzo, I originally had him higher, but then I brought him down to 33. He played 42 minutes, did Dante DiVincenzo. My Lord. Josh Hart predicted 43. He was at 39. That's not right. Precious, here's the big one. I said 35. He's at 32.
Well done.
Can I give myself credit? Let's do within 3. I'll give myself credit for that one.
Sure.
Hardenstein, bad job by me. I listened to you, Jeremy.
What did I say?
I brought it, or maybe it was Benji. I listened
I
to
didn't-
one of you. I brought him all the way up to 26 minutes. He played 16. So that's wrong. Deuce, 20 minutes. He's going to play 15. I wasn't very good on any of these. Grimes, I predicted 28. He got 31. So that's a win. Sims, I had at 12 minutes. He got 23. So Sims played a lot of minutes tonight, 23 minutes. And he played well.
Sure did.
And then I had Flynn at 4 minutes.
How many Flynn's going to get? Yeah. Give me that
Oh,
charge. Yes.
that-
Just destroy that man.
His face is caved in. His limp, lifeless body's on the floor.
Uh,
The walls of Jericho just eviscerated that man. He had a family.
Hart starts laughing. Oh, that's good.
So, Jeremy, I'll go to you first. With respect to, or Benji, you can take it first. I don't care. Somebody take it. With respect to what we learned about the post Julius world. Again, we hope it's not a world that exists for too long. What's something that we learned tonight, or maybe the biggest thing that you feel like you learned tonight from with the caveat that OG Anunoby didn't play, so it's only so much we can learn.
I feel like this feels incomplete, doesn't it?
For sure.
To an extent. I mean, there's clearly the defensive clinic was there through most of the game. The first quarter was a lot of misses, but up until Clifford was ejected, it was a clinic. So clearly the defense is coming together, which is nice to see. But it's hard for me to feel like there's a takeaway. I don't know, Benji, what do you think?
Yeah, as Charlotte, I mean, I think the first half kind of shows you some of the issues. If Brunson doesn't really have it going, the difficulty in generating any offense, especially if OG's not there. So that's something to monitor, obviously, and like how do they find ways to manufacture points when Brunson isn't making everything. Some improvement second half in terms of process and playing off of him and making quick reads and getting spacing on the floor and that kind of thing. So that's what you need to monitor. But Charlotte is really horrendous and hard to take a ton from the game.
How much credit do you give the Knicks defense tonight, or is this just Charlotte sucks?
A lot.
Okay.
92 points is 92 points. Like the amount of points they're giving up is crazy.
Yeah.
Oh no. The tweet went out again, didn't it? Yep,
what?
There it is.
I didn't.
Knicks win.
Oh yeah.
Why don't you do it for us live? Why don't you do this for us live, Jeremy?
Hey, don't push your luck there, buddy. I'll let the tweet speak for itself.
All right. I'll wrap us up then by saying this was
Not even watching.
impressive. I'm sorry. This is very good, Jeremy.
Thank you.
Impressive win for what it was and the situation. Like, we all sat here in the first half, and I think a lot of people, I certainly felt that this was going to be a game down the stretch. And again, this team has a lot of character where they just came out and took care of business in the second half. And a lot of that was Jalen Brunson. DiVincenzo should also get a decent amount of credit for that. And the centers, I think, are the big one too, because again, the hits that this team has taken at the center position this year cannot be overstated. And so for Precious Achiuwa and Jericho Sims to come in and do what they did was pretty freaking impressive. Got another win. You keep racking them up to 29-17. How you doing? That dog will hunt. And yeah, anything else from you guys?
Thanks for coming out, everybody.
Appreciate it.
Thank you, and join us for another watch party. I don't know if we're doing one tomorrow or later in the week, whenever. And for anybody still watching, if you're in the New York area on Saturday, come join us at T2 Social on 42nd Street, right down the block from Grand Central Station. Party starts at 6:30. Tip-off is at 8:30. Knicks Lakers. We're going to have a great time, so join us for that.
Keep your eyes peeled in your inboxes tomorrow.
Oh, yes, that too.